How's it going, everybody? In today's video, a little bit of Motivation Monday for you. I'm going to be unpacking why I printed out my transcript history from my postgraduate and what that sort of symbolizes for me. As promised, here is my academic transcripts. University of Cape Town, shout out. For me, my transcripts symbolize that failure will never define me, but at the same time, neither do my successes. I judge myself on the bravery that I have to do what I do, to put my work out into the public domain, to try and be the best version of myself, and to also document that process with you guys. So on the flip side, this symbolism for me is also that instead of just celebrating this certificate that we end up putting up on the wall in the office, the transcript for me is a lot more sort of like real life insight into the struggles of getting through, and it reminds me of a lot of other life struggles, and it's a bigger sort of theme for my life, that if you are going to dare to do, you are inevitably going to encounter failure, right? We glorify the outcome, right? The graduation day picture or the day that you open your business, but it doesn't prepare you for the sleepless nights or the early mornings of going through that process or making that process better, or the failures, the tests that you fail. I failed at my undergrad on 2 significant occasions. I failed at the first hurdle of my postgrad journey. I failed my first test and I was like, jeepers, is this thing even for me? I have failed in terms of managing my work and personal life to the point where I've been completely burnt out. I've been diagnosed with clinical depression, and that's scars and things that I live with, but it's led to some of the most fruitful outcomes and a really rich life, which I'm incredibly grateful for. So we really need to learn not to fear failures and actually to celebrate failures. And celebrate the process that failures actually symbolize for us. So one of the most powerful speeches that I always come back to is The Man in the Arena, and it speaks about how it's not the critic that counts, and the critics for me are the people that never really get going, who criticize because they're actually reflecting their own insecurities onto them, or your sort of efforts make them feel a certain way, right? So it's not the critics that count, it's the man or the woman that is in the arena who, and I'm paraphrasing, has their face bloodied and filled with dust, that at their absolute best knows the victory of success, and at absolutely worst knows that even though they failed while daring greatly. And I think that's such a powerful lesson for life. So instead of just putting the fancy certificate on my wall, I want to celebrate the failure and the struggle, because for me, that's what has brought me to where I am. I'm going to encounter a lot more of it, but I am prepared to keep walking down this path, because for me it is the most rewarding one. So thanks for watching this. I hope you have a great Monday. Whenever you're watching this, have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.